Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street. You turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When was the last time you've gotten a raise? Been a long time. When was the last time you got overtime? That's been a long time. Sure, why? What people don't realize is we got two components out there that is killing your standard of living. Free money provided to CEOs from the Federal Reserve, and then the way the CEO is being compensated. CEOs are not compensated on performance anymore. CEOs are compensated on stock options. That's how they make most of their money. So as long as the Federal Reserve will give them money free, they're going to focus on the CEO buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're a teaching format. Boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
There is only one talk show host, Phil Grandy, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Phil Grandy is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Remember all those states like Wyoming, where you beat me by a lot, but then I still got most of the delegates?
Oh my God! That was so stupid! It's rigged!
I know, it's so rigged!
Not so funny now, is it? That's Saturday Night Live. Welcome, Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. What a weekend this was. It's not surprising, my God. I mean, you take these two. Wasserman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She is a pathetic human being. I mean, she is just a terrible person. Awful person. And now she goes in and rigs the election against Sanders. And now she gets rewarded. See, that's how this works with the liberals. They get this is never changed. They always reward failure. They always reward incompetence. So now Wasserman, Clinton names Wasserman as an honorary chair of her campaign, rewarding failure. It's unbelievable. Rigging the system. But here's what's even more unbelievable. Is how Bernie Sanders sold himself out. He sold out his followers, the people that backed him. He sold them out. He wasn't even upset. He already cut a deal. He cut a deal with Hillary where he's going to get something out of this. He may be in charge. He may end up taking Wasserman's seat. You don't know. But here, listen, this is unbelievable. He's gutless. Let's go back.
I do not know any progressive who has a super PAC and takes $15 million from Wall Street. Your story is for voting for every disastrous trade agreement. I don't think you are qualified if you have supported virtually every disastrous trade agreement which has cost us millions of decent paying jobs. If you are talking about the Wall Street bailout, where some of your friends destroyed this economy, I don't think you are qualified.
But then he says,
I intend to do everything I can to make certain she will be the next president of the United States.
What a dirtbag. See, nobody cares about the country. So all you folks, all the liberals, all the socialists who want Bernie, he sold you out. He sold you out. He sold you out. Unbelievable. So he's telling us he truly believes she should not be president. Then he turns around and says she should be president. How disgusting that is. Isn't that disgusting? Doesn't that turn your stomach? I can't believe anyone stands behind Hillary Clinton or Bernie and applaud for these people. He'll get up there tonight and they'll applaud. Who's the dopes applauding? Are you kidding? The people who stood behind him, sending in $1, $2, who supported him for over a year, he stabbed them in the back. And people applaud? What are you, nuts? We'll get back to more of that, but let's take a look at the stock market. Market's down 112 points today, no big deal. They're continuing to hold the market in a tight range as we get through this convention. I'm still waiting for an announcement that they're going to do another quantitative easing, QE4. That is, that's almost a done deal. Right now, the stock market is so overpriced. There's no net profits of these companies. The net profits are just horrible. They're masking the net profits, the terrible net profits, with stock buybacks, and they're just holding everything up here to try to get through to November. That's what they're trying to do. But that's okay, because that gives us some great opportunities, especially with stocks that were lagger stocks. Now, Macy's, do you remember I've been telling you for how long now? For over a month. I said, join my gang, and why don't you try my MV2, my color-coded technology, which just tells you when to buy and when to sell. And of course, we guide you along. And I'd like to have you see this. All you have to do right now is go to my site, philsgang.com, and hit where it says radio, and you'll be able to see this chart on the MV2. And I really like to show you this because this is what you need to do. Your 401ks are useless. Your 401ks are useless. My God, if the guy who invented the 401ks, the father of the 401k, says they're a scam, then what are you doing in it? It makes no sense, does it? But here, let's just take a look at this. Yeah, vote for Hillary. Now, if you look at the chart, it turned green. After it was red, it turned green. And the chart is now up about a little more than 10%. A little more than 10%. So even if you got half of it, 5%, even if you got 5% of it, very little risk. You just waited for it to turn green. We would have guided you. And Macy's was a great stock because Macy's was discounted. Big discount in this stock. Big drop. So we went in and said, let's start waiting for this. Let's see if the money starts coming in. Let's see if the institutional money, the pension funds, 401ks, all those people start coming in and buy this thing, the big banks. And that's what they're doing now. We had a beautiful day today on Macy's. But the thing is that gives you the comfort level and gives you the confidence is it turned green. But you know what's better than that? When it turns red. Why? Because that tells you when to get out. That tells you when the institutions are leaving. So Macy's has been a wonderful stock, and you know I've been saying this for how long? Follow me with Macy's. We also talked about Macy's. I also talked about JCPenney. We also talked last week about following also a couple of TSO, which was an oil stock, a refiner, and also we had Valero. So I'm going to be following these for you. And again, you should join the gang. You should sign up for the MV2. It's a beautiful chart. It's all color-coded. It tells you exactly when to buy and when to sell. It's that simple. And we guide you. And again, I just put up MV2 if you want to see it. All you have to do is go to my site, philsgang.com. Click on right at the top. It says radio. You'll come right to this chart. And you see right here. I'm just circling it right now. So Valero, okay, just turning green. Looking pretty good here. So we're going to follow Valero as well. Okay? All right. So the stock market right now is having problems because the stock market is stuck. Because there's no earnings growth. There is no earnings growth. There is no productivity. That's the problem. So the market has been going sideways for about 18 months. And then finally it broke out. And it was a fake breakout. Because two things happened. One is they rigged it to break out. They knew this election was coming up, of course, and they broke it out. And they used as an excuse to squeeze all the people who short when the Great Britain was leaving the EU. Everybody thought, wow, we're going to make a lot of money. We'll short because the stock market's going to go down at least 20, 30%. Of course, they were wrong because they came in the Federal Reserve came in and held it so it wouldn't go down, made sure it went up. So people had to quickly cover their positions and shot the market up. Then they rigged the job markets from where 4 weeks earlier we reported 36,000 jobs, that then they readjusted only 11,000 jobs. 4 weeks later, they claimed they went from 11,000 jobs to 285,000 jobs. So once again, the market went up. Now, it's not going to hold. It can't hold here. It's not sustainable because there's no earnings behind it. Earnings is nothing but net profits. And there is no net profits. That's the problem. There's no net. We're in a net earnings, negative earnings recession. And in the meantime, they're just holding it up artificially. But you can make money if you know what you're doing. We'll be right back after this break, 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, it's been 7 years now since Obama ordered his Fed chairman to lower the savings rate from 5% to less than 0.25%. With a false narrative, it would spur economic growth and jobs. Everyone would have an opportunity in this economy. That's what he said. But what it spurred was a front-loading of the biggest, fake, unsustainable stock market rally of 200%. That's what it spurred. Now, most people did not participate in that rally because people got out of their 401k in 2009. And they said, just get me out. I want nothing but fixed income. And they got killed because with low interest rates, fixed incomes get murdered. You got to know what you're doing. If you're going to really retire, you got to be associated with the stock market. That's why you come to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran it 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to, but you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Well, they got the convention going today, this week, the convention. I don't think you see the market sell off much. They're going to rig it to be up. It's amazing, isn't it, what's going on? And Wall Street's no different. These are the same people who control Wall Street. I mean, can you imagine they rigged this market, this campaign against Sanders. Sanders then sells out his people and cuts a deal with Hillary. Now, all of a sudden, Sanders is endorsing Hillary. How could Sanders endorse Hillary? Those emails were horrific. Horrific what they're saying about him. And yet, it's always about the party, not people, not integrity, the party. It's the same thing with Wall Street. It's always about the 5 percentile making the money. Wall Street is set up for the 5 percentile, not for you in a 401k. How the hell can you make any money in a 401k when you're paying tremendous fees? You can't. It's unbelievable. Let's go, before I get into more of this this interesting stuff with what's going on here with the convention, let's go make some money first, okay? Help out St. Jude's and help you out.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, now, last month, I said I'm going to watch two retail stocks, JCPenney and Macy's. Now, I want you to go to my site, philsgang.com. If you have a mobile device, go to my site, philsgang.com, and then click where it says radio. Up on the very top, there's a banner, there's radio. That brings you right to YouTube. You can see what I'm doing. So let's look at JCPenney. Now, if you look at JCPenney, you can see JCPenney really just collapsed. But that gave us an opportunity. We don't need to know anything about JCPenney. Not a thing. Once we had a confirmation, now you can see the stock collapsed. But for us, that's another opportunity. We could short and make money because it turned red and we sell short. But just say you weren't shorting. Just say you're wait till it turns from red to green to buy. So it turned green at $7.55. Today, it's at $9.42. That's about a 25% return right here. Okay, 25% return. There you go, 25% return. Just sitting there and waiting for it to turn from red to green. And then we guide you. This is a color-coded technology. It identifies, it will turn color when there's enough money coming in. That's how it works. So JCPenney, I haven't got to know anything about how many stores they have. I don't have to know what brands they're carrying. I don't have to know who their management is. I could care less. All I know is when the stock was at $11.50, it turned red. And you can see it right here, turned red, from green to red, okay? So it dropped from $11.50 all the way down to $7.15. Now that is a good profit. As soon as it turned from green, okay, that's a 37% plunge. 37% plunge. And that's easy. All you do is go in and you set it up. And it just says short at $11.50. And when she drops, you're making money. But this is the comfort level you need, though, is when do I get out? That's the problem. You're always giving your money back because you don't know when to get out. Now then take a look again. And I told you it started to turn green about a month ago. And I said, join the gang and follow us on JCPenney and also Macy. These guys both collapsed. They're on sale. Nobody wants them. And look at this. Look at JCPenney. So JCPenney now is up 25%. Look at this. 25% by just simply watching turn from red to green. And we had a confirmation right here. A little confirmation. Just a little crossover we need before we buy. Now the next one was Macy's. I'll put Macy's up. Now Macy's, again, if you were a gang member and you followed these. Now I'm not going to say, now some people get in later. Some people get in later. I'm not saying you may get the whole thing. But as soon as it turned green, we always advise after it turns green, let it turn green and stay. Don't get in for like the first 3 days, then get in. But take Macy's. Macy's now, you would have got in around $30.50. Today it's around $36.37, and that's a 14% gain. 14% gain. So it works. It works. And all I ask is you just donate to St. Jude. That's all. Check it out. Go to my site right now. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 1 month. That's all. Try it for a month. Call right now. They're waiting for your call, 877-600-GANG. Now, the stock market is at an all-time high. That's what they keep it, all-time high. After we went sideways for 18 months. It's a bunch of nonsense. There is no earnings, no productivity, and that's the problem. Now, productivity is very, very important. When you listen to the jibber jabbers on CNBC and you listen to the jibber jabbers from the White House, and you're going to be hearing the jibber jabbers at the Democratic Convention telling us how wonderful the economy is, what a wonderful recovery. You know, really? Really? Wonderful recovery? They point to the market. Well, why don't you point to the net earnings? We have no net earnings. They're negative. The second quarter marks the first time the S&P has recorded 5 consecutive quarters of year-over-year negative earnings. That means negative net profits. Think about that. 5 consecutive quarters, year-over-year, negative earnings or net profits since the third quarter in 2008 through the third quarter of 2009. That is insane. But the market is at new all-time highs. So how can you get the market all new time highs when you have 5 consecutive quarters the companies are not making money? Stocks are going up 7 times faster, greater than the profits. Productivity gives us our standard of living. Now, our standard of living comes from good, meaningful jobs, comes from savings, capital investment, business spending, hard work. Productivity is a disaster. So how can the market be going up? Because they want it to go up. And when it turns from red to green, you buy it. And when it turns red, you get out. That's all. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. We'll be right back with a lot more. 28 past the hour on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, it's been 7 years now since Obama ordered his Fed chairman to lower the savings rate from 5% to less than 0.25%. With the false narrative, it would spur economic growth and jobs. Everyone would have an opportunity in this economy. That's what he said. But what it spurred was a front-loading of the biggest, fake, unsustainable stock market rally of 200%. That's what it spurred. Now, most people did not participate in that rally because people got out of their 401k in 2009. And they said, just get me out. I want nothing but fixed income. And they got killed because with low interest rates, fixed incomes get murdered. You got to know what you're doing. If you're going to really retire, you got to be associated with the stock market. That's why you come to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When was the last time you've gotten a raise? It's been a long time. When was the last time you got overtime? That's been a long time. Sure, why? What people don't realize is we got two components out there that is killing your standard of living. Free money provided to CEOs from the Federal Reserve, and then the way the CEO is being compensated. CEOs are not compensated on performance anymore. CEOs are compensated on stock options. That's how they make most of their money. So as long as the Federal Reserve will give them money free, they're going to focus on the CEO buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything being taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, we come in the morning, we have what we call coffee talk, but we just don't sit around and throw the bull, or joke or laugh. Our coffee talk is serious. Every morning before you start out investing, we have an intense discussion on what is going on and where we should be investing, because it's all about not the money, but where you're putting that money. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and enjoy the best coffee in town.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to Phil's Gang Radio Show. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let me give you my number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. You can join the gang, or right now, if you want, you go to philsgang.com, click on radio, and you can see what I'm doing with the charts, my MV2 color-coded chart. There's two stocks that actually we got three now, but JWN And we got, that's Nordstrom. And if you look at it right now, it's just beginning. It looks just like the same pattern that we had on JCPenney and Macy's, the two of them. And one went up 25% and one's up 14%. So Nordstrom looks just like that. You can see it right here. In fact, I'll show you. And here it is. It turned green, right? Then she turned red, and then now she's back to green. She's just beautiful. Just starting out beautiful. So you got a great opportunity. You haven't got to know anything about Nordstrom. Haven't got to know anything. Just know it's not going to turn green unless the big guys are buying it. That's all you need to know. The next one, of course, is a wonderful stock. It's Valero. And same thing. Valero has just turned green. And you can see it right here. I'll show you right here. Just go to philsgang.com, click on radio, and right here I'm circling. You see it just turned green. So you're getting it right at the beginning, right here, right at the beginning, just like we did with Macy's and JCPenney. So we got Nordstrom, we got Valero, we got TSO. Those are two refiners. Beautiful. And it's so easy. And here's the thing: you can sleep at night because we're going to make sure you get out in time. Because when it turns red, it tells you. You've never been told to get out. Your 401ks are a joke. Nobody ever tells you to get out. Nobody. Because they make too much money off of you. I mean, it's amazing the money they make off. There's more lawsuits now than we've ever seen before. People are finally waking up to the fact they're getting screwed with 401ks by their employers. They're starting to figure out the fees are horrendous. Where you just take a simple, if you want to just take the S&P 500, the exchange traded fund, a basket of the 500 best stocks, where there's hardly any fee. And you can make money when it goes down, you make money when it goes up. And just use the color-coded chart. We guide you with it. It's a beautiful thing. You're not going to make money with 401ks. Okay. I can't believe. I want to go back. I want to play something here. This really got me. Listen to this. This was an interview with Chuck Todd and Trump.
We have to be smart, and we have to be vigilant. We have to be strong. So, we can't be the stupid people.
So France, Germany, Spain, places that have been compromised?
Here is what I want.
All right.
Extreme vetting. Tough word. Yeah. Extreme vetting.
What does that look like?
We have to have tough. We're going to have tough standards. And if a person can't prove that they're from an area, and if a person can't prove what they have to be able to prove, they're not coming into this country.
So he says they're not coming unless they get vetted. Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? Germany, this guy came in from Syria, went to Germany, he was a refugee, and he went on a train, and he killed 17 people with an axe. 17 people with an axe. Because they can't vet them. There's no computer you go. There's no computer bank. There's no information. Now listen what Chuck Todd says, this idiot.
You realize some of these folks have nowhere to go.
Oh, some of these folks have nowhere to go. Where does it say I'm supposed to take them? And this is what Hillary Clinton. This is Obama. We're supposed to take these people when you can't vet them? You can't. There's no place you can go to find out if he was arrested. And this guy ended up on a train in Germany, and he killed these 17 people. He killed 2 families with their kids. And Chuck Todd's more worried about, well, where are these poor people going to go?
You realize some of these folks have nowhere to go.
No.
They're truly victims of this civil war. What do you do with them?
We will help them, and we will build safe havens over in Syria, and we will get Gulf.
So Chuck Todd, like all the other liberals, say, well, they have no place to go. We should just let them in, even though we don't vet them. Just bring them in anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. That's just absolutely stupid. But that's what they're doing. They're going to bring in 500,000 more. And then Todd went on to say, well, that would never happen here. That somebody would come in, we'd let them in, and then they'd kill somebody. Really? They wouldn't? What do you mean it wouldn't happen here? Oh, is he going to guarantee me that? I think it's at the end of this cut.
You realize some of these folks have nowhere to go.
Oh, yeah.
They're truly victims of this civil war. What do you do with them?
We will help them, and we will build safe havens over in Syria, and we will get Gulf states.
We, the United States?
We, the United States, will get Gulf states to pay for it.
Yeah, yeah. It's unbelievable. Leave them over there. They don't want to come here anyways. They rather stay over there. Be with folks like themselves. When they come here, they never mix in. They never become Americans. They never come and take our culture. They don't. This is unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. Now you got, this is really gets me here. This really gets me. Listen to this.
He has been gamed. It's a rigged system against him. And what happened with the choice of Tim Kaine was a slap in the face to Bernie Sanders.
He's not getting slapped in the face. He cut a side deal and sold out all his followers. Here should.
To the skeptics who say that the superdelegates are really just there to make sure that, the party gets who the party wants, and the party wants Hillary Clinton, what do you say to them?
Because we've had unpledged delegates since 1984, and there isn't one time that we've had our nominee be elected by anything other than pledged delegates. Conspiracy theories are just that.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. These people are crazy, aren't they? Well, these are the same people that's going to screw up your standard of living. That's right. The productivity in this country since Obama's been president has been so dismal. It's been so bad. That's why you don't feel good. You don't feel good. You don't feel that, hey, we got out of this terrible recession, because we haven't. Because we don't have savings. We don't have capital investment. We don't have business spending. There's no productivity. Factory orders have now posted its 18th, get this, its 18th consecutive annual decline. Are you kidding? We never had a stretch of declines this long. We've never. And these are the people Hillary Clinton's going to take over and follow the same policies that got us in this mess? Why would you want that? Since productivity determines my and your living standard, why would we elect that? Even though she's a parasite. Why would you tell her to come in and take over from another parasite? Obama's done nothing for this country. 8 years. Nothing. He's the only president could not grow the economy by at least 3%. Productivity matters because it's the building block for how fast the economy can grow. And under Obama, the only president in history who could not grow an economy by at least 3%. You know why? Because of his stupid Obamacare. That's why. Before Obama and before Obamacare, we had great productivity. Companies produced more. Companies were getting great cash flow. They would reinvest it back into their company, rewarding the hard-working employees. They'd get raises, bonuses, increased benefits. Since he became president, now that doesn't happen anymore. The CEOs take the profits and borrow more money at 0%, and they plow it back into buying stock options. And so the person, the hard worker, he doesn't get a raise, he doesn't get new benefits, nothing. He gets screwed. That's what Obama has done. And she's coming in and going to do the same thing. The numbers are the numbers. Look, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Follow me right now with Valero and Nordstrom, and you'll see it works. It works. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great, and these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang. Try it for a month. And we're going to show you how to use a chart And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish a wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran at 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let me give you the number so you can sign up for my gang. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. Again, just a reminder, last month I said join like I'm doing now. I said follow me with Macy's and JCPenney, and our returns were 14% and 25%. Now I'm telling you, we're looking at TSO, Valero, and Nordstrom, 3 more, and they look just like what Macy and JCPenney looked like over a month ago. So join the gang, try it for a month, see if it works. That's all. Just try it for a month, see if it works. And you don't have to know anything about these companies. Nothing. Just know if it's green or red. Doesn't that make sense? See, all these stories, all they do is give you stories. Who the hell cares about the story of the company? How many stores they have or what their products are? I don't care. You shouldn't care. And if we dug up J.P. Morgan, he would second the motion. He doesn't care about a company. It's simple. If money goes in, the stock goes up. If money doesn't go in and they start pulling it out, it goes down. and you should never again be in such fear that the stock market's going to go down, and that's why you stayed away from the stock market, and that's why it's cost you so much money. When they front-loaded the stock market in 2009 and it went up 200%, you were worried, you were scared, and you stayed out, you went to bonds, you lost this whole rally. Now you're really screwed up because now you're in bonds, you're in fixed income products that get killed when you have low rates. What a disservice that your planners did. I mean, just terrible. So just try it for 4 weeks. Check it out. And you got to, right now, you're not calling the Philippines or India or anywhere else. You're calling right here in Sarasota. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. And you can follow us on TSO, Valero, and Nordstrom. Okay, now, we were talking about what happens if she becomes president. And she starts, I don't know what she's going to do with this country. Can't screw it up any worse than Obama did. We have no productivity. It's all about productivity. When you don't have productivity, you're really screwed. That's where your jobs come from. When you have low productivity, which we have the lowest productivity under any president, he's the worst because he focused on what? He never focused on productivity. He never focused on creating jobs. He never focused on small businesses, creating an environment for them. Why? The small businesses, that was his enemy. He's a socialist. He wants to put people, the poorer he can make people, the better, because they will depend on the Democrats, and that's how they get elected. How do you think a liar like Hillary Clinton is that still fighting out? With how could anybody in their right mind think about this? She's fighting it out tooth and nail with Trump. They're really close now. You would think anyone knows she's such a liar. Nobody would vote for her if you hated Trump. But you know why? Because they want something for nothing. In the last 8 years, we've gone so far left. That's the problem. Everybody's saying, I want the government to take care of me. I've had it. Just let the government take care of me. I'm sick of it. I can't find a good job. I'm making no money. I can't make ends meet. Let the government take care of me. And that's why the race is so close. If he loses this race, you'll never see a Republican president again ever. Not in my lifetime. Because this proves we go on. Can you imagine if this was going on 10 years ago? And this stuff was going on with Debbie Schultz and Hillary? They'd be laughed right off the stage. Nobody vote for them. But they're voting for them. And you're going to listen tonight what's going to happen tonight. She's going to get on that stage and she's going to say how she is, she's just got to defend Obama's legacy. Remember in February she said that she is going to defend Obama's legacy. He hasn't gotten the credit he deserves. She repeatedly stated that over and over, and she intends to defend his legacy. But that is a legacy of poverty for most American workers. He never created an environment for small businesses to expand, to grow, so we could grow good jobs. Remember where most of the jobs come from. New business starts. That's right, new business starts. But he cut their throats because he didn't want new business starts. He wanted to expand his social programs and put more people in slums than anywhere else, so they'll all vote for Democrats. Democratic ticket. When Obama, think it, he's the first president in history that he can't grow the economy 3%. Are you kidding? A dumbbell like Baby Bush? Baby Bush? What a dumbbell. He even got 3%. The peanut farmer got 3%. This guy is a smart guy. He didn't want productivity. He didn't want to grow the economy. He wanted to grow welfare. Now, she claimed that Trump will balloon the national debt, even though the president that she praises has doubled it. It took 44 presidents 200 years to go from 10 trillion to 20 trillion. Over 200 years and 44 presidents. This dope doubled the 10 trillion in 4 years. And she says, don't vote for Trump. He'll balloon the national debt. With a record like Obama, she'd have the nerve to say that? with his massive new spending. Hillary claimed that Trump's ideas would lead to job losses. And then she said he's noted for saying, "You're fired." But let's think about this. Clinton herself openly promised to put coal miners out of work. What a hypocrite. So she's talking about Trump and how he says you're fired, and that if you hire him instead of her to be CEO of this country, that you're going to lose more jobs with him. Are you nuts? She never created a job. She'd create $200,000 to go speak for 20 minutes at Goldman Sachs. Never created a job. She accused Trump of viewing America as losers. Are you kidding? But then it gave her an idea of how government should treat them. Unable to cope unless Uncle Sam pays their health care costs, their college costs, their child care costs. Are you kidding? She charges that Trump, as you watch tonight, would bring the whole regulatory system down on his critics. That's what she said. What are you, nuts? Like the way Obama, the IRS, landed on his critics? He made sure the IRS landed right on his critics. And what a hypocrite to say that about Trump, going to bring the whole regulatory system down on his critics, when Obama brought the whole IRS down on his critics. Clinton warned that Trump would rig the economy for Wall Street. But who's the one taking hundreds of millions of dollars from Wall Street for her campaign and the family slush fund? God, these people are just hypocrites. It's just amazing, isn't it? Now listen to this. That email between Schultz and Hillary, listen what they're using for an excuse. They said, oh, they didn't do it. It was the Russians who did it. Listen to this.
Other experts are now saying that the Russians are releasing these emails for the purpose of actually helping Donald Trump.
Are you kidding? Are people that stupid? See, these liberals believe that. Liberals think you and I are dumb. They think that they know what's better for us than we do. That's how liberals think. Look, all I know, I'm looking at a chart right now, and I'm very pleased that my gang members, when we gave them Macy's and JCPenney, that they are to capture a good portion of the 14% rally in Macy's and the 25% jump in JCPenney, because it turned green. It turned green. Now, I want to do the same thing for you in Nordstrom, Valero, and TSO. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, because when it's all said and done, when all this election is over, and tonight when you listen to everybody, when you go to bed at night and you put your head on a pillow and nobody's around, and you wake up tomorrow morning, nobody's around except you still got the same problems that you went to bed with. How am I going to make enough money to retire? My 401k is a scam. Join right now. 877-600-GANG. All I ask, if you make a little bit of money, just remember St. Jude. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil's Gang.